Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for December 25th through the 31st, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future, and then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. Kai. What's going on? Wait, you want love now? Now? Apparently. Okay. He wants love now. Now? Okay, there you go. I'll talk to you later about that. Yeah, we'll discuss that. The overall energy for the reading, the Justice card. Trying to balance something out here. Let's see what. In the recent past, the Four of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. This is one of those energies where you're like, you know, when you're stubbornly doing something and you know it's probably not the best thing to do, but you're still stubborn about it, and you're like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna That's the kind of energy I'm getting there. So it's like sticking to your guns, but in a very stubborn way, even though you know you're not right or something. I don't know, there's this energy of both good and bad at play, in terms of it makes you feel good that you're so stubborn about something. That's like, oh my god, look at me being so stubborn. But then again, you know, another side of you is coming in saying, yeah, this is not right, but I'm still gonna stick with it. So I don't know what kind of energy this is in terms of what you're hanging on to there, what you're being stubborn about, but we'll see more when we clarify. In the immediate future, the Death card, the Sun, the Tower. Oy! Oy! These are interesting energies. Because it's a sudden something. I'm not gonna say death, because even though the Death card, the Death energy is here, I don't know if that's the case, but it feels that way. It feels like, you know, something's pulling that rug underneath your feet quite fast. It's like, you know, one minute you're here, the next minute you're like, what the fuck just happened? You know, I don't know what it's about, but it's something that was working out, and now it's looking like, I'm not sure if it's not anymore or if it's just gone completely. I don't even know. Okay. In the immediate future, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Magician. So you're manifesting something here, and it's looking like it's working out. Whatever you're manifesting, it's looking like it's working out, but it's one of those processes of, it's not looking like it's slow, like it's coming to fruition slow, but it's looking like, it feels like one of those, one day at a time, and you'll get there, you know, before you know it, you'll get there. Okay. Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Justice card. The Strength card, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups. Yeah, trying to keep something together, to balance something out here, to bring something in that place of love here. Could be tied up to whatever's going on in the current situation. Let me do the Four of Cups in the recent past. The Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. You are really stubborn here. And even that side of you that comes in and says, you shouldn't be so stubborn, and, you know, almost feeling bad that you're so stubborn, you're pushing that to the side. You're like, no, I'm not going to feel bad about it. Fuck it. I'm just going to be stubborn about it. Okay. What the hell are you stubborn about there? This might have blown up in your face here. You know? Six of Wands, you get the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Emperor. Did you play with the robot? And now coming in here all not guilty, not me. He goes and punches the robot. And then the robot starts making noises like crazy. Okay. I'm not... Let me do the Four of Pentacles. That's what you're stubborn about? I don't... It feels like a game at this point, but I want to confirm here with this Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're giving a little bit of an attitude of, I don't care, in a particular situation, in which you obviously care, you're tied up to it. It feels a little bit like a game, it feels a little bit like pushing it to such extreme that it does become a little bit of a mind fuckery. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I just don't care. You can do whatever, say whatever. It's not going to affect me. I mean, then... When in all reality, it stresses the hell out of you. And you're pushing it. You're pushing this energy. Big time. So could it be that this whole situation kind of blew up in your face? Like, you don't care? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Let's see if you don't care now when it's being taken away from you. Completely. You know? That's kind of how it's feeling like. Okay, that's what you're stubborn about? Let me do the Death card. The Temperance card, the Seven of Cups, the Judgment card. Yeah, this is definitely an energy of moving on. Something is out completely. We're done. Moving on. Pretty drastic too. Let me do the Sun, the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Whatever the situation was, or maybe still is, even though I don't know. It was working out great until it wasn't. At some point it became quite conflicting. You know, it turned from happiness into not so happiness. And it remained in that place of not so happiness. I just don't, I'm not 100% convinced of that energy that you've shown me in the past. So I don't care, I don't give a fuck. Because if you're coming from that place into this place of, there's two ways that you could come here to this position of possibly losing the situation completely. From that place where you're still sticking to whatever energy that is of, I don't give a shit, but I've reached the conclusion that, okay, I'm done, I'm moving on. Or you're playing a little bit of a game with, I don't care, ignoring the situation to such extent, you're pushing it a little bit to such extent where you're actually losing it. And then this situation might actually hurt you then. I feel like it hurts you in both ways, in either way you look at it. Because even though you're showing me a sense of disconnection from it, you're still part of it. And you are showing me that at some point it was working out. Let me do the Tower in the current situation. The Hierophant, the Magician, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're still attached to it. Quite a big attachment there. You're showing me manifestation in the favor of this while it's crumbling down. So the I don't care part there, that doesn't impress me. It doesn't convince me. Because otherwise, why go through all this mess? You don't care? Okay, goodbye. You don't care. What more? What is there to talk about? You know? That's it. Pack my bags, you pack yours, goodbye. But no, look at this commotion here. It's like, I don't care, but now I'm gonna move on, and then I'm gonna manifest this, and then, you know, I still want this, and there's quite the commotion happening in the current situation there. For the Page of Cups, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. This very much comes through as an energy of here I go again on my own, kind of a, I am detached from this, I am moving on, goodbye. what you're feeling in regards to that, you're not making clear to me. Yet, at least. You're not giving me the whole picture here. You're giving me a very tiny little incy picture. And it's like, yes, you are stepping into these energies of I'm moving on, I'm on my own, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But it feels very, very difficult. That you're giving me, that it feels very, very difficult. Because you're carrying the burden of whatever the hell happened here. If you played with this, you might have played a little too rough. You know, to the extent of things kind of blowing up in your face here. And I feel like you did, even though you may say, no, I didn't, they did, or who knows what you're going to say. But, let me do the Page of Swords. You get the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Tower. Now, here you go. Here you go, poking back at this. Not letting this go. So there's two versions of you here playing at the same time. One version is still kind of sticking to their guns there in that sense of stubbornness of, oh, I don't care, I'm moving on, blah, blah, blah. And then there's another side of you that you're keeping a little bit of a secret. You're keeping a little bit to the side, but it's coming out. It's poking out from time to time. And that side of you, the other side of you, wants for this to work out. Is going back to this, keeps on going back to this over and over again, somehow. Even if it's energetically. There's a sense of being drawn to this. In all honesty, with how you're showing up here, I feel like at this point in time, you're not completely sure what you really want out of the situation. And that's where you may need to stop a little bit, drop all of those energies of stubbornness and I don't give a shit, blah, blah, and just be honest with yourself. Because I feel like you've reached a point of not truly knowing what you want out of the situation. Let me do the Magician. Well, I know what you want, but you have to figure out what you want, especially based on what I'm seeing here. For the Magician, you get the Knight of Cups, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles. You definitely want for things to work out. Whether or not you're going to give your energy to trying to make that happen, that's really going to be up to you. It does feel like you're leaning in that direction, but I feel like at this point, the best thing for you to do would be to just kind of stop in the middle of it all. Just kind of pause. Take a little bit of time for yourself and figure out what it is that you want. And again, drop those energies of, I'm going to play games here to see where it's leading me, or I'm just going to pretend I don't care, or I don't care even though I'm attached to you, which is a lie, you know, things like that. Just put them to the side. Put everything to the side. Just be with what's going on and try to sort out through everything, because from the past there to this point right here, I feel like you're a little bit lost in the sense of, I don't think you know what you want here. I'm seeing two sides of you. The dominant one is definitely going to show up for you a little later, which is assumingly based on you figuring out what you truly desire out of this. But that's going to take a little bit. So just stop and think. Don't use too much of the thinking though. Try to balance out your mind and your heart there to figure out what the hell is going on. Because it's a little bit chaotic here. And it's going to be very easy for you to lose it here, you know, to those two sides of you that you don't even know which one am I today, you know? Am I going to be the stubborn one, the one that... or am I going to be the one that's honest and dealing with the fear of losing this, and, you know, it brings out all sorts of things for me. I don't know. Figure it out. So let's see what the universe has to close it off. The Hierophant, the Strength card, the Three of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so I know what you want based on what I'm seeing here. This is a confirmation from the universe that you're very much connected to this from a heart level. The times where you go in these little tantrums and I don't care, is the times where I'm not seeing any heart. You're not connected to your heart in those times. You're connected to your mind. There's all sorts of ego plays in there, you know, when I see that. The times where I see that deep connection to self, something that's deeply buried within you that you don't have contact with, those are the times where I see the truth of this and what you truly desire out of this. And I can tell you, I can see you wanting for this to work out. You're showing up as not being sure yet. Not being sure, not knowing what you even want anymore out of the situation. And it's because a lot of you at this point is being dominated by the mind. Try to bring that heart into play and play it off from that balanced place, you know. Okay, that's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.